What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday, y'all. And yes, I am in the bed because I told y'all I will come to y'all whether I'm in the bed or not. Okay, so this is nonstop November the 7th. So I promised to do this, so I'm on here, child, but I'm in the bed because, child, I'm going through it, okay? So in my video yesterday, I told y'all I was going to come back and tell y'all about it being a time in the land, y'all. Okay, so this premenopause, child. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all about this nonsense, foolishness, and foolery, okay? Mm. All right, y'all. So, y'all already know about, when I TMI, when I miss my menstrual and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so, told y'all about I went to the doctors and all that kind of stuff, and he told me I was in premenopause. Okay, lo and behold, the very next day, I had what was supposed to be called a menstrual, child, if that's what you call a damn menstrual. Like I ain't never seen no menstrual like that. First of all, okay, so I did miss the month, and now it came, but it wasn't right. Okay, it's nowhere near right, and it came, it went, it came, it went. It was horrible, y'all. So I guess officially now my periods or my menstruals are officially out of order. Okay, like they like it comes, but it ain't right. It's just called foolishness. And I'm gonna just tell y'all what I went through in case it's somebody else that's out there going through it, or don't they going through something and they don't know what they going through. Okay, let me tell you what I went through. Okay, so my menstrual came the next day after I came from the hospital and got my, results and everything. Okay, it wasn't right whatsoever. And it was like I was doing a video.
Oh shit! I'm
So
sorry.
I was just telling you.
Hey, Knuckles.
He's
Nicholas.
bye. You
Ah.
know what? Goodbye. See, all that kind of foolishness. But anyway, y'all. So y'all, I'm telling you. Okay, so after that, after I so called came on, okay, it was extremely light, and it was like it was there, then it wasn't there. Like it was just playing all kinds of games. Okay. And I literally remember in that night, I was sitting on the couch, y'all, and I actually felt a sense of loss. Okay. I lied to you not. I felt so like emotional about the loss of my period. Like I felt like I lost something because my period was not right. Okay. I had never experienced it being like that. And you got to remember, well, you ain't got to remember, but I've been having this since I was like, bro, what are you doing? I told you I was doing a video. Well, can you leave so I can talk about what I'm talking about? Goodbye. So anyway, so it was like you just nosy. You just nosy. Dummy. Bye. Bye, boo. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Well, anyway, I was sitting there and I was talking to that silly Simon man about it. And I was like, I just feel like a sense of loss, y'all. And I was actually in tears, y'all. I lied to you not. I was like sitting there. I felt like I had seriously lost something because, okay, so I've been having my menstrual ever since I was at least 11 or 12 or something like that. And you got to remember, like I had told y'all before, I have never had issues with my period. Like I know some women have had issues with their menstrual even when they weren't pregnant. Like depending on, what kind of birth control you on, it might cause you, to miss your period and whatever stuff that women be going through. Like I've never had that issue before, and I've had Norplant before. Norplant, when they put the little 5 sticks in your arm and it got to stay in there for like 5 years. I've had that. I've had birth control pills before. Um, those are the only two forms of birth control that I've ever used in my life. Norplant, birth control pills. Oh, and what's that other one where you would get the shot every 3 months? The Depo. Um, and then the final was the tubal ligation that I've had for the last 13 years. So even with all the different birth controls that I've ever used, I've never had an issue with my menstrual. Okay. And I know some people, they take certain birth controls and it messes with their period and all that kind of stuff. So I've never, from the time I was 11 years old, I've never had an issue with my period. The only issue I've ever had, which wasn't an issue, is just the fact of what happens is when I was pregnant, I didn't have a period. After the baby, everything would go, like it's supposed to, you how you do after for your 6 weeks, then boom, you back to your norm. The only thing that ever changed with my menstrual was, okay, up until I got my tubes tied, um, I would have it for like 5 days. But then once I had got my tubes tied after my last child, my period would only last 3 days. So you can say for the last almost 13 years, my period has been 3 days instead of five consistently. So that's the only change that has ever happened was the amount of days that I would come on. And like I said, once I got my tubes tied. But like I said, so I really felt a sense of loss, never having an issue with my period ever, and it's always been normal whenever I would have it. I really was sitting there that night like in tears. I really felt a sense of loss. So, and I don't know. You know what? I have been emotional, more emotional lately. Even when I thought that maybe I was pregnant or whatever. Um, and I didn't mention this, but I had been feeling emotional. And that's all. That's part of the premenopause. I didn't know I was going through premenopause, but I'm feeling like extremely emotional, and this has been going on for a few weeks before I even knew. And I didn't know why. I ain't paid no mind though, but like it's like I'm not a waterworks person, but it's like I'm so emotional now. And like I said, I felt a huge sense of loss. And somebody had commented in my comment section, and they gave me like a whole list of what I need to be prepared for. They said get a box of tissues, get yourself some chocolate, and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, they was right on point when they said get a box of tissues. Because when I read that comment, I had just got finished going through my little sense of loss for my period. Like I really cried about it. And I know some people's like, girl, you crying over a menstrual, girl? You should be glad it's gone. No, I'm not glad that that's gone because that was the part of my womanhood. I mean, that's just how I felt. When you have a menstrual, it's not only the egg gets released and because that's how you have a baby, but if the egg is released and nothing happens, then all of that comes out. To me, it was just like a cleansing, a natural cleansing of your body. Having a menstrual every month to me is like a natural way of dispersing bacterial whatever. I don't know, it just felt like, to me, it's like that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to have your menstrual as a female, to release and get rid of all or whatever every month. And I don't know. It just felt like I hope I'm just not repeating myself or rambling, but I'm just telling y'all, for those of you who may be getting ready to go through this, it might help somebody that that's might be having the same symptoms and if you around my age group, 47, in your 40s or whatever, you could be going through this too. But I've been experiencing, it's like once I came on my menstrual, well, what it was, I don't call it a damn menstrual, but the whatever. Um, it's like the hot situation, like hot, like burning up hot, like so hot I got to sit my ass down because I feel like I'm getting dizzy. And I sleep at the bottom of the bed with this window open every single night because I'm hot. Okay, so I'm just here to tell you, ever since that whatever so-called menstrual came on, it's like all the premenopause stuff just like hit me. Well, I was already going through the sleepiness, but like I said, I thought I was pregnant, y'all. Seriously. So I am extremely like tired, no energy. Um, I'm hot as hell, and then I'll get cold, then I'll get hot, and then I'll get cold. I'm sweating at night, okay? I wake up and it's wet on the bed, and then I get cold from the air from the window because I'm wet. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all, I'm just going through it, y'all. This emotional, this emotional stuff is really driving me nuts because I'm not no waterworks person, so I'm, I can't with all this crying at the drop of a dime. Like seriously, I can't with all of that. So I don't know, y'all. And I seriously think that now they say men go through menopause too. Because I'm thinking me and my husband was having these same symptoms. Okay. And it's not unusual that we would go through something at the same time. Like I remember when back when I had hurt my rotator cuff in my shoulder. And at the same time I was having like some issues with like pain in my arm. And it was like in order for it to stop hurting, I would actually have to lay on it. And he was going through the same damn thing. Like he had to lay on his arm in order for it to stop hurting. And I don't know. It's just like sometimes we go through the same exact stuff at the same time. I don't know what all that is all about, but it's weird that we're both even to this day we're still experiencing this sleepiness stuff. Like my husband is like awfully tired a lot. Like he ain't never awfully tired, and he is awfully tired like a lot. So I don't know. I think he going through menopause, and I'm going through premenopause. Child, I don't know, but this stuff is not fun, y'all. I'm telling you. Ever since I came on my little what they call a menstrual, I don't call it a damn menstrual. That was foolishness and foolery. Um, but I cried over that thing because I was sad. That menstrual was not a menstrual, and I cried about it. Like I felt a sense of loss just sitting down thinking that it's almost like it's a big change. I'm not good with change. I like routine things, and I'm not really good with change. So it's like this is a change for me to think that either I'm not going to have a period anymore. Well, at some point I'm not going to have it anymore. I guess when I go into full blown menopause. But to think that I may or may not have it, the idea of not knowing whether I am or I'm not. Like it's been clockwork for me for ever since I was 11 or 12. So to me, it's a sense of loss, and it didn't feel good. And I'm emotional, and I'm hot, and I'm sweating at night. It's a roller coaster, y'all. So, but I promised I was gonna come on here every day, um, with this nonstop November thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thank God, child, because I really, if it wasn't for me promising to do this, child, y'all probably wouldn't see me for about a month. Cause that's how I feel. Like I don't want to do this because I'm going through something. But I'm actually glad that I promised to do this because I don't want to fall into no kind of deep depression, and I really don't want to fall into a YouTube slump, because if I fall into a YouTube slump behind all of this stuff, then y'all won't see me, and that ain't fair. Cause people, they be wanting me to come on here and do videos, just like I watch people that I be wanting, to come on and do videos, and so. But it ain't easy, y'all. But I'm gonna come on every day as long as it's the Lord's will now. As long as, shoot. If it's out of my control, it's out of my control. But just because I don't feel like it, I'm gonna force myself to come on here. Even if it's this time of night, which is it's like a little after 9 o'clock, so it's not like close to midnight. It's still November the 7th. It's like 9:15 by now. When I came on here it was like 9:05. But I've been on here for like 15 minutes, so it's probably like 9:20 now. So I said, regardless whether I feel like it or not, I'm going to come on here and do a video. So there you have it. So that's my premenopause story, child. It's not no fun, child. It's a time in the land, and say it ain't so. Child. All right, y'all. So Happy Saturday, y'all. Hope y'all having a wonderful Saturday. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Only if it's the Lord's will, child. All right, y'all. Bye.